Have you ever felt like you're facing a giant? A problem so big, so intimidating that everyone around you says it's impossible to overcome? Well, today we're diving into one of the most epic underdog stories of all time, a tale that proves size doesn't always matter, but faith and courage do. This is the story of how a young shepherd boy named David defeated the mighty giant Goliath. Our story begins in ancient Israel. The Israelite army is locked in a tense standoff with their enemies, the Philistines. The two armies are camped on opposite hills with a valley separating them. And every single day, for 40 days, a champion emerges from the Philistine camp. His name is Goliath, and he is a terrifying sight. Standing over 9 feet tall, he's covered head to toe in heavy bronze armor, carrying a spear the size of a weaver's beam. Every morning and evening, Goliath strides into the valley and bellows a challenge. "Choose a man and have him come down to me," he roars. "If he is able to fight and kill me, we will become your subjects. But if I overcome him and kill him, you will become our subjects and serve us." The Israelite soldiers, including their king Saul, are paralyzed with fear. No one dares to face this giant. The entire army is demoralized, their spirits crushed by Goliath's taunts. Now, let's switch scenes. Far from the battlefield, a young boy named David is tending his father's sheep. David is the youngest of 8 sons, and while his older brothers are with the army, he's considered too young to fight. But don't underestimate him. While watching the flock, David has faced down lions and bears to protect his sheep. He's brave, resourceful, and has a deep, unshakable faith in God. One day, David's father asks him to take some food to his brothers at the front lines and check on how they were doing. So David packs up the supplies and heads to the army camp. He arrives just as Goliath is making his daily arrogant challenge. David hears the giant's insults against Israel and their God, and he sees the fear in the eyes of the soldiers. But David doesn't feel fear, he feels righteous anger. He asks the men around him, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God?" David's own brothers get angry with him, telling him he's just a cocky kid who should be back home with the sheep. But David's words catch the attention of King Saul. When David is brought before the king, he says something astonishing. "Let no one lose heart on account of this Philistine. Your servant will go and fight him." King Saul is skeptical. He looks at David, a young, small shepherd, and says, "You are not able to go out against this Philistine and fight him. You are only a young man, and he has been a warrior from his youth." But David has a powerful comeback. He tells Saul about how he defended his sheep from a lion and a bear, saying, "The Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of this Philistine." Seeing David's incredible faith, Saul finally agrees. He tries to dress David in his own royal armor, but it's too big and heavy. David can't even walk in it. So he takes it off. He decides to face the giant not as a soldier, but as a shepherd. He walks to a nearby stream, picks up 5 smooth stones, and puts them in his shepherd's bag, with just his staff in one hand and his trusty sling in the other. He walks out into the valley to face Goliath. Goliath sees this young boy coming toward him and is insulted. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" He scoffs. He curses David and promises to feed his flesh to the birds and the wild animals. But David's response is legendary. He shouts back, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands, and the whole world will know that there is a God in Israel." With that, David runs toward the Philistine. He reaches into his bag, pulls out a stone, places it in his sling, and lets it fly. The stone sails through the air and strikes Goliath right on the forehead. It sinks into his skull, and the giant stumbles and falls face down on the ground. David then runs over, takes Goliath's own sword, and finishes the job. When the Philistines see their champion is dead, they panic and run. The Israelites, suddenly filled with courage, chase after them and win a great victory. David, the shepherd boy nobody took seriously, becomes a hero. He didn't win because he was the strongest or the best equipped. He won because he had faith and courage. He saw the situation not through the eyes of fear, but through the eyes of faith. He knew that with God on his side, no giant was too big to fall. This story reminds us that the giants in our lives, whether it's a difficult challenge, a deep-seated fear, or an impossible situation, can be defeated. It's not about our own strength, but about where we place our trust. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content. See you in the next video.